Hydrogen is one of the key pillars of Europe's energy transition. But its role must be grounded in the physical realities of the energy system. My name is Ryszard Dzikowski. I represent Desert Solar. For years, I have been analyzing energy system architecture with a focus on seasonal energy balancing. Let us move to the first topic. Let us examine how the current energy system architecture can support the declared hydrogen targets. We are talking about 20 million tons of hydrogen per year. This is a massive scale. It requires parallel development, production, transmission, storage. These elements must be synchronized. Only then can their full potential be realized. Currently, clean hydrogen accounts for about 1% of total hydrogen production in the EU. The target of 10 million tons represents a significant scale-up. Ambitious, but achievable, if approached systematically and in stages. Producing 10 million tons requires approximately 500 to 550 terawatt-hours of renewable energy per year. For comparison, this equals the annual electricity production of Germany and Austria combined. This implies targeted expansion of renewable capacity specifically dedicated to hydrogen. Renewable energy production is seasonal. In autumn and winter, solar generation declines. This is a structural constraint. Increasing installed capacity improves annual output, but it does not eliminate cyclical fluctuations. Germany has 117 gigawatts of installed photovoltaic capacity. In January 2026, production was 1.67 terawatt-hours. Demand was 49.7 terawatt-hours, around 3.4% of the mix. This illustrates the importance of seasonal solutions. Poland shows a similar pattern. With 25 gigawatts of PV, January production was 0.56 terawatt-hours. Demand 17.7 terawatt-hours, around 3.2% of the mix. Summer output is 5 to 8 times higher. This creates an opportunity to build seasonal buffers. On February 9th, electricity prices spiked. This was not random. It reflects a structural imbalance. The absence of a seasonal buffer forces the system to react to volatility. Without stabilization capacity, price spikes are inevitable. Hydrogen also requires water. 10 million tons may require 90 to 150 million cubic meters annually. In countries like Poland, water availability is limited. This must be considered at the planning stage. Poland has one of the lowest per capita water resources in Europe. This is a factor that should be taken into account at the planning stage. Poland does not yet have dedicated hydrogen transmission infrastructure. Building it will take time. However, Poland has a well-developed gas network. This is an existing asset that can be leveraged. The existing gas infrastructure can become an important element of the hydrogen system. This is an opportunity for faster and cheaper implementation. To sum up the challenges, seasonality, stability of energy supplies, and access to water are physical elements that should be taken into account in the further design of the system architecture. The global energy system remains predominantly molecular. Around 97% of primary energy comes from molecular carriers. Around 85% of electricity is generated from conventional sources. Methane is a highly efficient chemical energy carrier. Its energy content is around 10 kilowatt hours per cubic meter. It can serve as feedstock for hydrogen production, including water-free technologies. It can also serve as a medium for seasonal energy storage. Farmers do not throw away their harvest. They build barns. In the EU, over 70 terawatt hours of renewable energy is curtailed annually. Seasonal molecular storage allows these surpluses to be preserved. Without seasonal storage, operators curtail renewables and deactivate balancing sources. Redispatch costs can exceed €100 per megawatt hour. These costs ultimately burden the system and consumers. Surplus renewable energy can be converted into mechanical energy, used to compress gas under high pressure, stored seasonally, used later, directly or for on-demand hydrogen production. One such solution is TSTM, Tubular Storage Tank Modules, a seasonal molecular buffer. Its advantages: reduction of renewable curtailment, lower pressure on grid expansion, use of former coal sites, high energy capacity on a relatively small footprint. Poland is investing in Norwegian upstream. The natural next step is developing storage and export flexibility. With its infrastructure and geography, Poland could become a seasonal energy hub for the European Union. Europe's energy transition requires an architecture that accounts for seasonality. We have learned how to produce renewable energy at scale. The next step is learning how to store it for months and even years. Thank you.